Here with Harding head coach Ronnie Huckeba, and the Bisons have practiced for a week now, coach,
Right.
and actually today is the first day of classes, so a rather short preseason camp. Just kind of encapsulate what's happened so far for the Bisons.
Well, I think everybody who's in Arkansas knows that we've had an unbelievable camp regarding weather. Uh, we practiced at night. I think it was Thursday night, and I bet the temperature was in the low 60s, which never happens. You're talking about a bunch of guys running around with energy.
Right.
That was 2.5 hour practice, and I mean we went 100 miles an hour the entire practice, which is what we like to do anyway.
Yeah.
But realistically, when you get, when it's 95 degrees at 7 o'clock at night, you got 90% humidity. It's a struggle to sustain that kind of effort. But that part of it's been awesome. When you have great conditions to teach, it just makes camp that much better. Of course, obviously, we want our guys to develop mental toughness and the ability to focus and concentrate even when the conditions aren't perfect. But it's super for your young guys to be able to teach them what they need to know when they're not just trying to survive a 2.5 hour college practice and they've never been in one before.
Sure.
So that part of it's been great. 135 guys, largest squad we've ever had. A lot of talented young players. This was a fantastic recruiting class for us, and we just have a lot of talent in that group. And this football team, I really like them. It's a very talented, deep group. Now, on defense, we've continued to talk about the fact that we don't have a tremendous amount of experience, but if I have to choose, I'll take inexperienced talent, any day over experience and players that can't run or whatever, because they're even they know where to go. There's a great chance they're not going to be able to make the play that you need them to make. So, and I think the inexperience of our defense has been overblown a little bit. For the last 2 or 3 years, we've tried to play really 3 deep on the defensive line. Last year we had 5 or 6 defensive ends that played a lot of snaps in every game, and guys like Daniel Riley and B.J. Jones are really quality players in this league. I mean quality players, and we've got a lot of depth behind them. A guy like Jeremy Brackett, who is a fantastic football player, and of course he's going to have he's going to have a greater role this year. Really pleased with how our freshman class from last year reported. Guys like Cordell Zielinski, who really had a great summer and came back, and he's like a different guy than he was even in the spring. Matt Kane has had a great fall camp for us. Excuse me. And of course, on offense, we've got a veteran offensive football team. We say we have 8 starters, but really we have 9 guys that started a bunch of ball games last year. At quarterback, replacing Kelvin is that's something that we concerned about. But Kenan Kellett got a ton of reps last year. Jake Moore had a great spring and reported in great shape. Park Parrish had a great spring. We got Zach Abney back, from recovering from an ACL injury. John Vaughn has had a great fall camp. We really like our quarterback position. Of course, that's critical in any offense. I would say our B-back position is as deep as we could possibly hope for. Romo Westbrook has had a fantastic camp. Danico Best has had a fantastic camp. And honestly, Petty is he may be as talented as anybody in this league. He is a very special guy with the ball in his hand. What he's having to learn how to do is play without the ball, okay? Because that B-back position, you're in a car wreck every play. And, you got to sell your fakes, you've got to be a great blocker. And he's having to learn how to do that. And when he gets that down, we're going to be as deep there. I put those guys up against anybody in the country. So, we like our group, and it's been a great fall camp. And school started today. We always give them the first day of school off. Monday's their day off anyway, and we'll get back at it tomorrow. And can't wait for 2 weeks from this coming Thursday to be in Weatherford, Oklahoma, opening the season against Southwest Oklahoma.
Playing that first game on a Thursday, did you move it up because you just can't wait to play that first game a couple of days earlier?
Honestly, we didn't do anything. They have the choice because it's their home game.
Okay.
And I'm sure, on a Thursday night, early part of school, you're going to get a lot of kids out. And,
Right.
you hope for a great opening day crowd. And I'm sure they'll have one. And, they got a lot of really good football players coming back from the team that they had last year. A really outstanding quarterback, a bunch of good linemen, good backs, good receivers, and a veteran defense coming back. So it should be a great football game.
Well, thanks for the update, Coach, and we'll check back in with you after a few more practices.
Sounds great.
All right.